think gray goes with green very nicely. So, just brushing this off. Brushing the rim. Gray fedora in a larger size. And then the black fedora. Right? And then the top golf hat. Turn to the front for me, please. Thank you. Okay, I'm just going to adjust this here. And then while it's on your head, I know this isn't very traditional, but I'm just going to get off some of the bits and bobs here. This one is definitely a bit more, I want to say, fragile. Okay. We think that that is a bit better. I'm just going to we sort of went like this.
Oh, I do see that.
Yeah. I think
Just shaped it a little.
Yeah. When we have a little bit of a bent sort of brim, it gives your face, it frames the face really nicely. Whereas this one. Okay, hi. Welcome in. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing some measurements of the head and the face to get you the perfect hat. So we're just going to get started. Do you have any questions before I begin?
No questions.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to grab my measuring tape as well as my book and my pen and my paper. We're just going to begin by getting some measurements of the circumference of the head.
I have a question.
Yes.
Will this make a difference if I plan on getting a haircut soon?
That's a good question. It might make a slight difference, but not really, because I don't think the amount of hair is really going to have an effect. So, okay. So I'm just going to begin by taking some basic measurements. If you could just turn this way, please. Thank you. Okay. 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 Okay, I'm just going to measure from the front of where your hairline begins all the way to the back. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Is it okay if I remove this? I'm just going to put that back here. Okay. Just trying to get it as precisely as I can. I know some of this might seem a bit repetitive. I hope you'll bear with me. Okay. Okay, let's go straight from the back. And then to the front. So yes, your hair does have a little bit of volume in the front, and therefore it does give us maybe not as accurate of a number, but I do think that that's okay. So is this for any specific occasion, or is this just in general you're looking for what hat might suit you best?
Yeah, I'm looking for a daily wear hat, but I'm open to special occasion hats as well.
Okay. So once we finish getting all the measurements, I will pick out some different pieces for you. I have some funky choices, as well as some just classy, good things. And we'll try them on and you'll see what you like. You'll see what suits you best. Okay. I'm going to measure from the tips of the ears to the top of the head. I want to make sure that we are getting you a hat that fits you best. I want to make sure that it's even on both sides as well. Now I'm just going to take a few other basic measurements. I think this might help me figure out what style might suit you best. So just measuring between the brows, measuring the length of the face. I'm also just going to get the length of the jaw as well as the neck. I want to find what would be the most flattering hat for you. So if you could just face forward, please. Thank you. Chin down. You can close your eyes. Okay. Okay. I'm going to go to the other side. Circumference, actually, the neck. I apologize, I hope I'm not choking you. Okay. I think that should be good for the measurements. So now, based on those measurements, I'm going to put my tape measure aside. Okay, so I've picked out these two fedoras for you. We have a black one, really nice, really classy. It has, as you can see, this little detailing on the side, kind of like a bow. It has a nice indent at the top. We also have this gray fedora. This is slightly smaller, so I guess we'll see which one suits you and fits your head better. It has this black bands around the side as well. I'm just going to go ahead. I think we'll start with this one, because I do think the gray will look nice on you. I do think it matches your eyes. I do think gray goes with green very nicely. So, just brushing this off. Brushing the rim.
Can I try brushing it for a second?
It does seem like you are a bit more experienced in the hat brushing department.
I used to be a professional hat brusher in the Macy's store.
Uh-huh.
That was the only thing I did with the hats. And I used to shoe shine.
Fascinating.
Weird enough.
Okay. So if you could just face forward for me, please. Thank you. Tilt your head a bit down. There we go. Okay. To place this on your head. It is quite snug, so it's a bit small. Want to adjust it? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Very suave. I guess if you could do that, then part of it is... Okay, just turn to the front for me, please. Thank you. Okay, I'm just going to adjust this here. And then while it's on your head, I know this isn't very traditional, but I'm just going to get out some of the bits and bobs here. I do think it looks better with a little bit of that. You're right. Tilted downward like that. Okay. So, looking at this fedora, what do you think? What are some of your thoughts? You can hand you a mirror for a closer look if you'd like.
I think that's nice.
Any thoughts on the color or the size? Do you think it's...
I think it's on the more snug side, but I don't mind that. It's kind of comfortable. And I like the gray.
Okay.
But I'm not sure this will be just every day because of the color.
I hear you. It does seem a little bit more special occasion-ish, or maybe out of the box would be the right word. Like an out of the box sort of that. Okay, so I'm going to remove this one. Okay.
Maybe a good smoking hat.
Oh, interesting, for like a nice cigar.
With my smoking jacket.
There you go. Okay. I do see, actually, that it did leave a bit of a mark, so I guess that is a sign that it is a bit snug. Okay. I'm going to put that right back here, and we're going to move on to this one. So again, this one is a nice black. Quite plain, but quite classy, I think. This one is definitely a bit more, I would say, fragile. The other one was a bit more flimsy. I don't know if that's the right word, but this one has a little bit more of a sturdiness to it. So I'm going to go ahead and place this on. If you could just actually just turn your head a little bit, thank you. A little bit down right there, thank you. Okay. Okay. I'm going to try tilting it down in the front a little bit. I think that might suit your face shape. So. I do think that that is a bit better. I'm just going to do some quick brushes in here. Around. This is quite cowboy-esque, would you say? I don't know, it's giving me that vibe. I do apologize for brushing it while it's on your head. It's not exactly conventional, but just okay. Sorry. This right here. Turn a little bit like this. Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna give you back the mirror. Tell me what you think.
That's nice. It's classy. I think that's really nice. Classy. For special occasions.
I agree. Do you prefer it with the brim pulled down like this, or do you...
So that has a certain class. Let's see it up. It's a little less formal like this. Maybe for if it's a little more summery or something. Keep it up.
Yeah. Okay. Just gonna take off some of the... There's some
When
fuzz
I'm
right there.
playing my guitar, I can keep the hat up.
There you go. Okay. So would you say this is a yes?
Well, I mean, I would love to see if there are any other options before making a final choice.
Okay. Sure. Not a problem. Okay, so let me just remove this. Okay. Put that back there. I do have a couple of more funky options, like baseball cap style, if you're interested.
Sure.
Okay. So, we do have quite a few. The first one that I'm going to show you has this mesh backing. So this is plain black. Has the mesh in the back.
Seems like it's a good breezy lighter for the summertime.
Exactly. We do have a logo on the side here. And then in the front, actually, it says Top Golf. So,
I do like Top Golf.
yes. Just face forward for me. Thank you. You just step straighter. Perfect. Okay. I'm just going to place this starting front to back. Okay. Gonna adjust that. It's a bit wonky. Okay. I think I'm gonna actually move this a bit further down in the front. So I do think this is quite snug. What does the fit feel like to you?
Comfortable.
Okay. It's not too tight?
No.
Okay. Turn to me for a second. I do think that it might look a bit better if we maybe like tapered it like that. Do you see what I'm saying? You could hold up the mirror. If we sort of went like this.
Oh, I do see that.
Yeah. I think
Just shaped it a little.
yeah, when we have a little bit of a bent sort of brim, it gives your face, it frames the face really nicely. Whereas this one is not as flattering as I would like it to be.
Okay.
Do you like the mesh backing?
It's very comfortable.
Okay.
Very lightweight.
Okay. Okay. So overall, what do you think of this hat? Of the style, of the look, of the fit?
I like the feel and the fit. And I think you're right, Dal, about making it just a little thinner.
Mm-hmm. Okay. If we were to do that and we were sort of to customize it in that way, do you like the, do you like the Top Golf of it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I think I could see myself wearing this.
Okay, great. Okay, I'm going to remove this one and move on to the next one. Okay. The next one, I kind of have a feeling that it's going to give the same look in a way. It's not going to be as flattering because of the shape of the brim. I'm going to remove this actually. You can see the color difference, but I will obviously get you a new one if you do choose to go with this one. So again, this one is baseball cap style. It's black. It is a bit, again, the brim is much bigger than the other one, much wider. It does have this this embellishment on the front. It's quite psychedelic, if you could call it that. Okay, so go ahead and try it. Okay. Okay, so right off the bat, I think that theory that I had about the size of the brim, I do think that is, I am correct. I don't think that it looks as good as the other one. I do think it's a bit too wide for your face. If you don't mind.
If you change the angle of that.
Oh, it's an interesting joke. It's a bit more gangster.
Gangster.
Yeah. Let me just, if you could tilt your head down there, thank you. Just want to see something here. Yeah. See, so the brim of the hat is quite a bit bigger that's a little bit of what's throwing us off here. I would like to try something different, though. I'm wondering how this would look backwards. Do you ever wear backwards hats?
On occasion.
Sorry, I apologize. I am manhandling your head a bit. Okay. How does that feel? You can go ahead and adjust that.
I feel like the side's coming down too far on my head. It doesn't feel like it fits well in this direction.
Okay. Yeah, I do agree. And I do think in the front it's not great either. I'll try one more thing. But I'm not really feeling this one so much. Yeah, no. I don't think so. Okay. Okay, so we'll put that in the no pile. Last up, we have this hat, which has a wonderful design.
It looks familiar, actually.
Yes, there is it's a local business called KGM Mixology, and this is their logo. They do event bartending and mixology. They're kosher, and yeah, you know, if you need them for any event, you can give them a call.
I love to rep the local businesses. So.
It's a small business owner, half woman owned.
What's a half a woman?
You know, just these things, they just happen sometimes. So this is a white hat. This is the first white hat we are trying. Everything else was darker colors. And it has this nice pop of color with the neon yellow. So let's go ahead and try that on. I do think that I actually like the fit of this one the best, but I'm not too sure about the color or the design. But I do like the fit of this. I think this frames your face very nicely, kind of what we wanted the other one to do. Yeah, take a look. What do you think?
I agree with the fit. It's nice, snug, comfortable. That little curve.
However, I do think the color is throwing it off.
Is that perhaps just the outfit I'm wearing? Or is it overall?
I think taking into account your complexion. No, I think it's just the color. I think it doesn't suit you as well as a darker color would. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be black. I'm thinking if you wanted a pop of color, even like maybe a forest green or a navy, or you could do like one of those darker colors. Okay, what do you think of the design on the front?
I think it's a cool design.
Okay, so what if we were to sort of customize this hat for you, and we were to do, what color were you thinking for the hat itself?
Gold.
Oh, gold, interesting. Okay, and what color would you do the logo?
Like an inverse black.
Inverse black. Okay.
I like the gold and then black.
I will be honest, I think that might be a little bit of a bold. I don't know where you would wear that, but to each their own. Okay, so I'm gonna remove this one. I do apologize for messing up your hair. I'm trying to think.
That's okay.
I don't have a brush at the present moment to fix it. Okay, so that was our final hat. I'm going to place this back on your head for you, and then we're going to go through each one individually and you'll tell me your thoughts. So we started off with this one, and I believe the conclusion that we came to was this wasn't exactly the right fit for you. Is that correct?
I think we said it was a little on the snug side, but I kind of liked...
You liked the look?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't even kind of like the snugness of it, too. Maybe just a tad stretched out, I would take that one.
Okay.
You can grab that for me from the back.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, and then this one was, I believe, a yes. You liked this one quite a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll take this one. This one we were thinking about customizing the fit a bit more, but otherwise you did like this one.
100%. I think that's a great go-to.
Okay, great. And then this one was a no.
It seems so.
Yeah,
I'm afraid so.
I agree. This one was a no. And this one, we were thinking of customizing in a different color.
Maybe not a gold, but a blue.
Okay. Do you think like a navy or a brighter blue?
Maybe one of each.
Okay. Okay, we can do that for you. Okay, great. So let me just write all this down so I have all the information. Okay. So we're taking the gray fedora in a larger size, and then the black fedora, right? And then the top golf hat adjustment. And I do have all your measurements already, so I will be able to do the adjustments. Okay. And then the Cajun mixology hat. Also with those adjustments being made. And you wanted two of those. Two of those, yes. Okay. Okay. So it was lovely to meet you. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
We'll give you a call when all your items are ready for pickup. Okay?
Thank you. Pleasure doing business.
And by the way, if I run, I wheeze for the next 30 days. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Okay. Let's try
Beautiful women give me the chills.
Let's try that again. People like, there's this ASMR artist called ASMR August. I love you, ASMR August. And she, this is her whole thing. She does real person ASMR. So this is what she does. And the tingliest parts of it are when she like adjusts and like takes a forest green or a navy. Or you could do like one of those darker colors, but
What about a Forrest Gump?